Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 26 of the Abandoned Kids Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, we're trying to work on Amelia's character values, because that's the last thing she needs to work on before she can age up to a young adult. So my hope and goal is to get her through that before the end of the sim weekend, so she doesn't have to go back to high school. And then after that, we are going to concentrate on making more money. What she needs for the money primarily is all the ingredients for the ultimate vampire cure, which she also has to learn, but I don't find that takes very long. What's going to take longer is the plasma fruit trees to fully grow and give fruit off of it. So right now she's working on her emotional control, as is Brian, and I had triggered her to go off volunteering, and the younger ones went on their own. They're already volunteering, and Amelia, and I'm assuming Brian will go when they're finished doing their writing. So I'm thinking we didn't get any pop-ups. I can't really remember. It's been a while since I've recorded this because I have been sick. I'm just getting over it. My voice might be not quite back to normal, but I was missing them, and I need to get something recorded so that we could have something up in time for today, Monday, which is when it's going to be going up. So it looks like she's almost finished with her writing. Looks like they must have started at the same time, which makes some sense. And that there is because I had her buy some more plasma fruit tree seeds or plasma seeds so we could plant 2 more of them, because I find that they seem to be a bit slower than the garlic and the wolfsbane flower, which are the other 2 ingredients. So they're all off. Let's see if we can oh, there we go. Sylvia came across 2 elderly Sims that were arguing over which TV show to watch. How should she resolve the argument? Pick a different show or redirect their attention. I'm going to try redirecting their attention. I find these are kind of either could work or either could not work. Oh, now we have Eric being asked. So Sylvia lost some manners for interrupting the elderly Sim's conversation at the nursing home. Oh well. An elderly Sim asks Eric if he wants to listen to some of her favorite music from her childhood. We'll listen to the music. So we're getting the back and forth. So here's the result. Sylvia tried to interrupt the elders with some questions, but they looked incredibly offended that she was butting into their conversation. To Eric's surprise, the elderly Sim sat down and busted out some songs on the piano. The songs were very nice, and the elderly Sim taught Eric some things about playing the piano. So he has learned, I'm guessing, maybe creativity skill, because I don't know that. Yeah. So he gained some manners and creativity skill from playing piano with the elder in the nursing home. So that's that. So let's go fast again. And close that. And hopefully, I'm assuming they'll be back at different times because the younger ones had already gone. So they're a little bit further forward in it than the others are. Yeah, I can see that. So unless something happens, I'll be back when they are actually finished with their volunteering, because I find this is the easiest way to build a teen's empathy. Well, we had another pop-up. An elderly Sim approaches Amelia holding a tattered pack of cards and asks if she wants to play a game. So do we play the game or quickly make up an excuse? Well, we're going to play the game and see what happens. Oh, and there Brian's getting one. Sometimes I don't find they all get one. Brian was helping an elderly Sim care for the garden when he accidentally destroyed the prized rose bush. What should he do? I'm going to confess the accident. So Amelia learned the card game quickly and easily won a dozen matches against the elder. The elderly Sim looked like they weren't having a very good time. Maybe she should have let the elder win a few times. So she lost some empathy, great, and gained some logic. When Brian admitted his mistake to the elderly Sim, the elder burst into tears. That was my late wife's favorite rose bush. He was so surprised by the elder's response that he ran off without another word. Usually I find that they learn from that. They usually teach them something. So they both lost empathy. Oh well. Oh, there's Eric. Eric is home, and what is he working on? He needs to become friends with 2 other children, and I can't remember because it's been a while, like I said. So he's also on motor. Mental, I think he shouldn't need his A. So he needs to craft the potions, which he can do now. Let's hope there's no fire. Create an emotion. Maybe this is dangerous to do while they're out. Fingers crossed there won't be a fire. I hadn't had one for the longest time, and now I've been getting them. So she has done creatively and mentally. So she is also working on the motor one. So let's see where she is there, because we need to go out really. Practice typing. So you can come over here. You can go clean up whatever that mess is. Is there something broken? Is that why there's water? Oh yeah, there's no real point cleaning that up, sweetie. We need to have your sister repair that. So we are going to practice typing, because you need to, and you can listen to some music while you're doing that. And so you're no longer uncomfortable from it being dirty. And she's clingy. I just couldn't remember what bed we had up there for them. So when poor Amelia comes home, she's got a few things to do. She's going to have to come repair that. And then once she's done that, she should be level 5 of the skill. So we can probably buy a washer and a dryer and stick it in there, which is kind of what my goal was. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'm just like kind of looking around at what the space where we can put things if we were to get anything else. And she also has to repair this, because this is broken too. So we're going to repair that. Did you open the seeds? You did. Good. So poor Brian didn't work out with the empathy. So we're going to put that there. And Brian, you were supposed to introduce yourself. There's no point fixing that until it's... No point mopping that until it's fixed. I'm going to put you on freelance botanist, and we're going to have you come and plant those. I don't know that there's any point watering. Yeah, there's some watering that can be done, and you may as well harvest, because that will just help your skill. And is there anything else that we have that we could plant? Like that would be worthwhile planting. Do we have no strawberries in our garden? I don't think we do. Yeah, I don't think we do. Does she have any strawberries in her inventory, or do we need to have them go out and harvest them? I think we do. We have no strawberries. Strawberries are a key ingredient to dragon fruit and other things too. So I'm going to have him go around and collect. I don't really know what we have here. I would have thought we would have had all of this stuff, but maybe we didn't really go collecting everything. This will just help him with his skills anyways. We'll let him finish watering. Let's look. Sylvia's doing that. And did you manage to finish that? You're mopping. Oh, you still didn't finish? You didn't fix? Oh, that's because I told her to write first. That's why. So did you finish that? You did. Good boy. Why don't you come work on your empathy? Because that will also help you with your logic, or your mental skill is what I mean to say. And logic once it gets up there. But for now, it's the other is what matters. So she's got that. And then I'm going to be, I'm going to help her and bring this out here so that she can scavenge for parts without having to like go all the way back into the house. So you finished with that. So you're going to actually go on to curator, because the collecting the harvestables finishes the collectibles. Okay, see, so it completed that part of the aspiration. So she's working on that, and she should have reached level 5 of handiness. She did, so that means we could buy them the laundry. Give them more work to do. Give her more work. Buy her a washer and dryer, but the kids can help with that. So I'm going to go into build mode, and I will pick that. Let's see how much they cost. It's under appliances, and I can't remember if it's under, no, it's under miscellaneous. Let me see. I will buy a, so there, is it the same price? It is the same price. They just have them stacked there. So let's look at the colors here. What color should we get? I don't really know that anything. We'll get the dark green to go with the room. And then we'll get a dark green one of these. Part of me just would like, the thing I have heard, and I've always bought stacking, but that the kids can actually, and with the stacking ones, the kids can't put it in the dryer, but I've heard that they can put it in the dryer if you don't have it stacked, which I usually stack it, but you know, that's good to know. And we don't really need the potty here anymore, because unless we have someone come over, we'll just put that in our inventory. And if someone comes over, we'll pull it out of our inventory at that point. We don't really need it right now. Oh, that color doesn't really go. So I'm just going to get a gray one and put that there. And because we have 4 Sims in the house, I think I'm going to buy another one. And I'll buy, in this case, the green. Does it go? I don't like that green. I'm just going to buy a white one and put that there. So we have got our washer and dryer. It's not decorated very well, but there's more important things to do than that. So she has got those, and she's going over here to get this, and I can put that in the garbage for them, so we can get a little bit more money from it. So there we go. And how are the rest of her wrong one? Let's see. So her emotional control is still not really that good, I have to say. So, but her needs are really good right now. So maybe what we'll do, that's because they've still got this needing less from the triple boost week, because I got that right before I stopped playing last time, before I got a cold. So I'm going to take her, and I'm going to have her go volunteer just by herself. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to have her go to, what are you going to do at 12:42 in the morning? I'm going to go back to the nursing home. It was so successful last time. We'll try it again. So how is he doing? Let's check. He's back. He's coming to mop, and he's a bit hungry. See, of course, his needs are better in terms of these, because he was able to work on his empathy quite a lot as a kid. I didn't have him work on his emotional control that much. So now I don't eat cake. Why don't we get leftovers? And that cancels that cake. And I'm going to actually throw any cake that's in here away, because I really don't like it when they eat cake. I find it doesn't fill them up very much at all. So we'll have to wait for that to go green, and then we can throw one more away. And then once it's green again, I can throw the next one away. So there we go. So how is little Sylvia doing in terms of those 4 hours? She has done it. Excellent. So she's done, so you don't need to do that anymore. So you're going to come over here, and you are going to play a few times, because that will help make it across the monkey bar. And then you can come back here and play the keyboard commander to try and get that high score on there. And Brian, you need to collect some things if we're going to do that. And you didn't actually go get what I wanted you to, because I didn't send you in the right direction. So we're going to have you go get some more plants, which is just going to help you with your gardening skill. We're going to have you dig. And dig some more. And harvest. And used to be that I always had an apple tree, which I think I've mentioned before. His queue is full. There's the strawberries that I want him to get, but we don't seem to have any in our garden. Oh, so we go. Last time we played the game, we lost empathy. I would think generally it's nicer to play the game, but they don't seem to have it work out very well when you play the game. But I'm going to try it again and go with my hopes that it is the right thing to do. He did it again. Great. So, exact same response. You'd think I'd learn. So she lost empathy and gained logic. Oh well. Maybe next time I'll try another one and see what the result is by going a different way on that. So, and there's more digging. And like I said, part of me, the reason I'm doing these harvesting is that it just helps boost the skill when we're out and about anyways. It helps boost your gardening skill. But the reason I sent him in the first place is because I wanted some strawberries, because we didn't seem to have any strawberries in our garden. And if we do go to Salvadorada, having a good gardening skill makes it so that you don't need to use machetes to go through the gates. So that is helpful for that, as well as just like looking after the garden and having a nicer garden. There don't seem to be very many dig spots, I have to say. They're just these ones that I don't find I get as much from those. Sometimes you get minnows. It's all very funny. So we're gonna harvest that. Again, like I said, to help with the gardening skill. Yeah, not very many dig spots. Maybe we've collected them recently. And then he can go home once he's finished all of that. So Sylvia, you're tense. Are you tense from, oh, stressed? What stranger is here? Why is there a stranger that you're stressed with? Who on earth is in this house that's a stranger? So did that help you at all in terms of your, because you lost. So it's not, I don't know that it's really doing very much when when you pick the one where they lose empathy too. And what are her needs like? They're actually good enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send her to bed. I'm going to take a look at her. I'm going to send her to bed because it's like kind of, this will hopefully help them get through the day better. So I will be back in, when they're all up. Well, it's Saturday morning and I ended up having Brian, he went to sleep a little later than the others because he was doing his gardening. So he managed to get to the freelance botanist second level. So he finished watering and planting, and he's evolved 4 of the 5 plants. And there's some more things out there for him to evolve. So hopefully we will get through him there. And he's actually at like level 5, I think, of gardening. All that going, collecting the plants, and we're having the club gathering going. And the fact that I think he has probably some, oh, he's in bed there because I clicked on him twice. If you look at his traits, let's see what we have for him. I know he doesn't actually, he has quick learner from choosing that archaeology aspiration, which was a knowledge aspiration. Doesn't matter which knowledge aspiration. No, she's making a mess. Don't make a mess. Yes, clean up. Don't make a mess. I don't need you to make a mess. And why would you make a mess and then clean up? That kind of negates itself. Hopefully you get more responsibility from cleaning up than you got irresponsibility from making the mess in the first place. Is all I can say, because your responsibility is not the greatest, I have to say. And so she has got her high score, and she's trying to get that last little bit of the motor skill to finish that. And then I think her only aspiration once this is done is to finish the social aspiration. I believe she needs to meet 2 more kids to complete that one. But really, I'm concentrating mostly. Don't go painting. I know you want to paint. Oh, there, she completed her aspiration. But you're going to go do some more writing in your journal because we really need you to work on your emotional control. And also, and we'll have you go jog to clear mind because you're not doing very well in progressing those very much, the emotional control and the empathy. And we have the rest to Saturday and all of Sunday because I'd like to age you up because I don't think you have any vacation time left in terms of school. Though I think if worse comes to worse, I believe because Brian's working on his emotional control, he's working on his writing skill. Let me take a look here. He can write an excuse note for her. Yeah, so she can take a sick day because he can write a note for her, which works well. So if we happen to not be successful, I'm going to put that in his inventory. So that's his first animal. Hopefully that did work. Yeah, so he has to draw. So he's working on his creativity. And we have it so that he's level 8, so he has unlocked all 5 picture types, so he can do that. And she is working there on her emotional control. She's going to go for a jog. I assume when she's finished her jog, she's probably going to need to take a shower. I should take a look at what's in the fridge here and see if there is lots. There's actually enough food that I don't think she needs to do any cooking right now. And we'll just have her watch this little TV while she's eating. I don't actually have them watch the TV very much because I don't, like, other than perhaps when they're eating. I don't find it does very much. Even if I probably wouldn't even do it even if I had a good TV. But, which I will eventually get a better TV once she has, right now my goal is for her to become a young adult. That's what I want. So you should go home, Caleb, because it's daytime and you're going to burn up in the sun. So are there any kids over here? Are we going to have to go out to the park for her to be able to finish her aspiration? There's no kids here either. So I'm not seeing any kids anywhere. So why don't you go work on your emotional control since you're here. and, you know, there's no kids around for you to go meet. Who are you friends with? That's the question. So you're friends with your brother, who you're best friends with, and Billy you're already friends with, Azur you're not friends with, Jesse you're not friends with. We could just try inviting kids over and try and make friends with the kids, some kids around. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll invite Jesse to come over, and then maybe you can become, you know, friends with her. We have mail. Oh, is that from a birthday? I think maybe that is. Yeah, I think that's what that is. You're still sleeping. I know you went to bed late, but you know, you don't really need to keep sleeping so much. I think you can get up. So you can use that, and then you can wash your hands and brush your teeth, because brushing your teeth will reinforce your responsibility, which is already maxed. And that little tinkling little noise is Rocky scratching in his little tag. So let's see. Yeah, you're doing actually better with your character values than your sister is, but then you still have other things to learn and do. It's because your sister was so busy working on looking after you guys that's why that happened. So I may as well take him down here. I may as well harvest everything and water everything. And I could have sworn there was something else that was ready for evolving. There's one thing. So hopefully that counts. So we have Bird of Paradise, Lily, Snapdragon, Rose, Daisy, another Snapdragon that's very, very nice as opposed to it. I think this one is good, yes. Sorry. Oh, and here's something else that looks like it's ready to evolve. I have still a little bit of a cold, so every now and again I have to fight a cough. But, so, I'm not sure how much progress we made in terms of her, like if that's any higher than it was when we started. But I guess at least it's not lower, though my real goal is to get it up. I'll have to look afterwards and see. Oh, I know what I was going to do. We got our laundry. That's some, I don't know why she's so, let's see. Where's the little, did the child come over? Oh, there, is that him? Don't break our computer, please. So we're going to make a silly face. And I know you're working on that, but why don't we try and work on your social aspiration and see if you can become friends. You're already friends with him. Maybe you need to invite someone else over. Is there anyone? You're almost friends with Billy, so why don't you invite her to hang out at the current lot? We can work on this like at any time. We can't invite people over all the time. So you're going to chat with Jesse and try and become friends with Jesse. Share ideas. Also work on your charisma skill while you're doing this. That also helps. Now it's understandable that you're stressed. It wasn't really so much before. So he has reached the next level of the gardening aspiration. But why don't you, while you're here, just actually do some more journal writing to work on that a little bit. And I think, yeah, I told her to eat. I remember that now. So Eric is going to come over here and socialize with Billy and hopefully make a friend. But I think we're going to leave it here. And thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!